pit blade works.
Hey, what is up, you guys? This is Silverfang, and today I'm back with another video. So today we're gonna be checking out part 7, I believe it is. Yeah, part 7. Yeah, it's gonna be Gilgamesh versus Altera. And this one is a little crazy. So basically, at my Altera video, I did it like a while back, but from what I remember from her or him or it, whatever you want to call it, like, the thing is, I'm pretty sure Gil could probably take the Avatar. But my question is, can Gil even reach the real thing? And for those of you who don't know Altera, like, this probably doesn't make any sense to you, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna get into it, so it'll make sense in a second. But like, for those of you who do, like, you know what I'm talking about. Can Gil even reach the real thing? Now, Gil's Gate of Babylon has an immense amount of tools, ships, vehicles, so it wouldn't be all that surprising that he would have something that could reach Altera, but we haven't seen it yet. I mean, we saw that he has the only spaceship that we've seen Gil use before is the one that he used against Berserker from Zero. But I'm pretty sure that can't go out of space. Or if it could, I'm not sure if Gil could breathe in space. Like, that thing is like open. So I'm not sure. Like, maybe that thing has an invisible force field or something. Like, you don't even know. Like, but it wouldn't be all that surprising. But can Gil even reach the real thing? Because if he can't, then Altera can just like keep summoning avatars and pretty much like weigh him out or something. So with that being said, I can't wait to get into this. But before we do, please let me remind you guys, please subscribe to the channel. I want to thank you guys so much for helping me reach 400 subs. We just reached it like about a day ago, so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, I gotta remind you guys, please subscribe. Yes, 400, but that's not enough. Nah, so on all seriousness, like I did mention on my previous videos that once I reach 500, then I will start doing Fate Strange fake manga reactions. I haven't seen the series. All I heard not speculation, but I heard some things here and there from you guys, but I have yet to see it, and I'm dying to, because I don't know how it's gonna end, but from what I heard, this is like looking to be like one of the best like Fate materials ever. Like, this thing is crazy. Like, the servants in there are freaking powerful as hell. Like, this dude, Lionheart, bro, I'm dying to see this dude fight. Like, he reminds me, I think one of you sent me a comment that said like he's pretty much like Ichigo, like Bankai Ichigo. Like, that's what I thought too when they mentioned like he could just spam Excalibur Blast. So yeah, like, that's crazy. And he's fast as hell too, so yeah, a lot of similarities to Ichigo. But like, that's one of the characters that I'm like most looking forward to seeing. And then Archer Heracles. So yeah, guys, please help me reach 500 subs. The sooner we get there, the sooner I can start doing the reactions. And from what I heard from you guys, I'm pretty sure those videos are gonna be lit. So with that being said, let's just jump right into the video.
Actually, probably one of the colder fights versus Altera. This is a really interesting matchup. I did not suggest this one myself, but I know you guys did, so let's hear it.
So we're working through, well, right now on our channel we're working through a Let's Play of Fate Extella. So this is pretty relevant.
I should play that game.
So Altera, as a saber, has Strength of A, Endurance of A, Agility A, Mana B, Luck A, Noble Phantasm A+, skills she's got Riding A, Magic Resistance B.
They say she has Strength of A, says B there,
Military
or whatever.
Tactics B. Now Natural Body D, Crest of the Star EX, and Familiar Creation EX, a pseudo mana burst ability. She basically physically has this crest on her body, which she can move energy through to fight stronger.
Okay.
And so we got one Noble Phantasm, but it's got a couple of different uses. You might also see this with some other characters who aren't on this list, like Mordred has both the Sword Clarent and then Clarent Blood Arthur, where she shoots hate lightning at people. Similar, there's the Sword Photon Ray, which is ranked A, which is her Rainbow Sword, which, you know, she uses to do lots of really cool things.
The Teardrop Photon Ray, like, that's crazy. The first one, I think, is the one she has in FGO.
Form, the Teardrop Photon Ray, where she reveals that the sword is actually a laser pointer next to Mars, and Mars shoots Martian laser beams from space.
Pretty much.
Teardrop Photon Ray is described as an anti-fortress Noble Phantasm, like Excalibur can be.
Like,
it is a giant blast of Mars' power, which technically is aimed at Altera because Mars and Altera don't get along. But
yeah, so pretty much she
to make it miss a little bit.
Yeah, she pretty much
Altera's
points
very
where she
interesting
wants the blast to come from, and it shoots. Like, it's crazy.
The actual historical Altera as Attila the Hun, kind of, he couldn't beat Gil, but at the very least, the Altera, the quote-unquote real Altera, the one who is from the moon cell
In
and
the
plugged
moon.
into herself as, you know, Velber and against civilization, she could probably give Gil a fair run. Still a story, if you play the Altera route, there is a fight with Gil where they do fight, and technically Gil works under Altera.
It's specifically because of the debt Altera like did for Gil's father. I
Wait,
believe it
what?
was. Like Altera saved his
Some
mother's
weird
life.
cosmic, because Altera is technically the actual historical figure. There's cave paintings of a white giant called Safar, and that's what Altera originally is, and then Attila the Hun is like the backup drive of that thing. It's really confusing and alien and stuff.
Isn't Attila just like an avatar for her?
Well, for starters, obviously, look at that, you know, Strength B, Endurance A, Agility A. She's got him dead to rights in close quarters, I think. Like a lot of characters do.
Yeah, but like, Gil
deadly weapon.
doesn't let people get in close that often.
Is said to grow stronger attacking civilization. Kind of our oldest known hero, and he's a king with a city and everything. I mean,
So we're gonna set it up
and then, of
in
course, Teardrop Photon Ray, anti-fortress attack. You know, it's a
Gil's
huge
kingdom,
orbital,
like.
orbital strike. Basically, it's like a satellite laser.
Like saying anti-civilization, like honestly, I would consider the Gate of Babylon like super civilization because it's filled with creative purpose.
I was about to say, yeah, that's a really solid point.
True.
Against Gil.
True.
Yeah. Also, another thing to point out is that if she is the Velber type Altera, she has that familiar creation EX. She can create these anti-civilization entities, like create familiars and other constructs, which
Well,
not seriously slow
she
down,
uses.
would at least act as theoretical bullets.
She has the ability familiar creation, but she pretty much uses it to create her avatars. True.
A lot of times it's not so much as Gil is strong. He just has literally a trump card that he calls trump card.
Pretty much, it is.
Exactly, like freaking
strongest
is.
Noble Phantasm of
It's
any
insane.
Yeah, just because he wills it makes him the strongest sword.
Right. So it's not so much that Gil himself is the strongest servant, even though he has a lot of reasons to be revered. It comes down to Aya, like every single time.
Well,
I mean, it's freaking Aya, bro.
There's a future bullet point about like I said, an honorable mention about a certain character who everybody is either very upset who beat Gil or cheered because Gil's an asshole and he deserves to lose sometimes.
I mean,
Perfect.
Gil is a powerhouse without Aya, but just with Aya, it's like, god damn.
A master necessarily of any of the weapons in Gate of Babylon. He has an immense toolkit. He's not the best at using any of them.
Right.
True, like, could you imagine? Because the only reason why he doesn't train is because I'm pretty sure it feels like he doesn't have to. Like, but could you imagine if he
Excalibur.
managed to freaking
Say he could actually
use like
get Excalibur,
everything
which
in
I'm
his
pretty sure he
gate to
can
the
based on what he said
fullest
earlier.
potential,
Because it's divine
that would be
power,
insane.
yeah. But even if you gave him it, he probably would not be anywhere near as good with it as Artoria.
It'd be like a projection that, it'd be projection. It'd be like ranked down.
Right.
But also, there's another important point. The prototype of Excalibur existed before Gil, because once again, this isn't super spoilers for Excella.
Gil did pull it out.
But the White Titan I mentioned is defeated by the prototype Excalibur, like the original.
Exactly.
Sword
Nah,
of
but
Promised Victory
Gil
from
actually
game.
did pull it out in the original Face Day Night,
Yeah, so
like
once
the
again,
2006 one,
it comes down to Aya.
when he saw
Will he actually pull it out?
her sword.
I mean, Altera's
He actually
strong,
showed it to her like,
especially
oh, I
as
have like the
that
original
full
one.
cell form. Yeah.
But also, do remember, we
Or
talked
was it
about
to
how,
Shiro that he showed it
this,
to?
this,
I
you
forgot.
know, this kinship with kings. Altera is the king of destruction, so go into this with enough respect to be like, you know, if she tries to shoot Martian laser beams at me, I might have to once again level. But like what we said with Oz, if she goes all out, I might have to go all out to catch up with her.
So I'm noticing a pattern here then. Basically, the more Gil respects you, the more you're boned.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This is, once again, we talk about his arrogance. It's the characters he
It's basically
underestimates
the
to get
weaker
closer.
you are, the
He doesn't
better
actually
chance you
respect
have of
Excalibur. He
defeating
doesn't actually
Gil.
think Artoria's gonna get him.
Right.
Except for like
Yeah,
Heracles.
He's dicking around until she takes the blast and he's like, well, shit. And then he's got nothing. He's done.
Like, honestly, I feel like Altera would try to fire a teardrop with Photon Ray, and he would use that moment to simultaneously fire Aya to match power versus power and prove that he is indeed superior.
Oh, especially against a King of Destruction. Whoa, that's a title he'd want to claim.
But can he reach
Now, the question is...
Altera though?
But until Altera tried to fire it, I don't know he could stop her. Altera would literally have to stop, I think, and try to do that. Because with the familiar
She is the
creation...
scourge of God. She is, you know, a force of nature, basically. Even without getting into the weird alien cosmic horror stuff. You know, the way she is described is scary.
So you think maybe Gil would be overwhelmed too quickly because he didn't pull out Aya quick enough?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
like,
trying to... Like, as I said, like, with Strength B, Endurance A, and Agility A, those three specifically, she would probably have the endurance to take a few hits. She could probably dodge most.
First of all, is once again the range. Does she have the ability to, you know, counteract Gate of Babylon long enough to get close?
I mean, with agility A and endurance A, maybe.
Pretty strong and flexible, and she's definitely got
But have
the
we seen
stats
before,
to
like,
try.
just because you have a
There
high
are couple of
agility and
hypotheticals
endurance
in this
with like
situation that would require giving up
Berserker
speed.
Heracles does
Sure,
not
one
mean
way or
you
the
can
other.
dodge
It would
or
definitely
overcome
be
Gate
a
of
bit like
Babylon.
Oz, probably. It would be another match to watch.
But, okay, so I'll end it with this then, this kind of conjecture. Basically, it seems like this would be the opponent that Gil would respect the most that has the best chance of beating him.
Yeah. Like, with Ozzy, I'm pretty sure, like, 9 fights out of 10, Gil would win. This one, with Altera, I'm willing to go more 50-50, honestly.
Right.
50-50?
So, okay, I think that's a pretty good closing note then. Altera, at least as far as the White Titan form, definitely stands a chance. Which
So
is
they
really
definitely
interesting.
mentioned
They really think about that
50-50
much
now.
before going into this, so,
Let's see
that
who's
would
next.
be another really interesting fight. But now let's get into some more, I guess, classic fights. These are more just I have a
Let's
list
see who's
here, a
next.
small list of more warrior types that you guys have written down that do have the ability to fight gods or mysterious kind of mystical beings and such. I think some people might already have a few in mind, which are probably on this list. The most, namely, being Skahawk, and she brags to people that she's killed gods.
She's
I think
dope.
Out of
She's
FGO
dope.
especially, Kinskakak Big Gil is probably one of
I
the
think
number
I'm
one
gonna drop a
choices.
video on her
Right,
'Cause I feel like I've
before
seen that discussion a lot
I see
before.
her.
And, so
Ska.
Skahawk's underlying
All
parameter, she's
right,
got the
so I'm gonna
strength
stop it
B.
right here.
She-
So they mentioned like 50-50 on this. Like, it's crazy. So maybe, like I could definitely see Altera putting up like the better fight against all of these guys, but the thing is, right? Like, does she though? Like, can Gil even reach her? That's my thing, because I'm pretty sure she could definitely put up a fight, and if she hits Gil with her Mars photon ray, whatever, like Gil is done for. Like, probably, I'm pretty sure Gil doesn't have anything to counteract that except for Aya, but because I'm trying to think here, like, what kind of battle would this be, right? Because she definitely has Gil death to rights on close combat, but she's on the moon. Like, are we making like some sort of scenario where she comes down to fight Gil in her original form? Because honestly, in my opinion, like, I feel like she doesn't have to be honest. Like, she creates freaking avatars. Like, I don't feel like she has to come down. Like, if she came down to fight Gil personally, like, I feel that she would just be putting herself at risk, because like, she doesn't have to. She could just keep sending avatars, and her mana is A, so she could probably catch Gil by surprise as well. I mean, Gil can kind of see the future. I mean, he can see the future, but like, you know how cocky Gil is, so like, if he feels like he killed one of the avatar, I feel like if she summons another avatar and catches, like, she could probably catch Gil by surprise. Like Gil finishes the first avatar off, he think he's won, because I don't know how his ability will work in this case as well, because he can see into the future. When he meets a person, he can tell who they are, but would he only be able to see the future of that avatar, or would he be able to see the future or tell who Altera is herself? I mean, this one is a complicated fight. It really is. Like, but honestly, I feel like Altera doesn't have to come down. She can just keep sending avatars and try to overwhelm Gil. She has like an A mana, so I'm pretty sure she's capable of doing it. Her familiar creation is EX, so like, she can fight Gil while not even being at risk. Like, that's the thing. Like, can Gil even reach like Altera in the moon? And as I mentioned, like, at the beginning of the video, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Gil has some sort of like spaceship or something like in his back pocket. But like, come on, like, we never seen him use it, so like, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised. But the thing is, can he reach her? That's the question. If he can reach her, then yes, he could just air. She's done. If he cannot, well, he could definitely defeat the familiars. But how many familiars? The question becomes then, how many familiars can she summon before she's tired out or Gil is tired out? Like, who can outlast who? She definitely has the endurance. She has the mana. Could she overwhelm Gil? Because every avatar that she summons is powerful as hell and is capable of firing the photon ray. And so, like, how many would it take to either catch Gil off guard or whatever, so that she's able to freaking defeat Gil? I don't know if she could summon that many avatars, because it would take a fair amount. Also, how good are the avatars? Like, that's another question. Like, if she summons an avatar, would that avatar just immediately get killed by Gate of Babylon, or would Gil have to put a little bit more effort into killing that avatar? Because remember, those avatars are no joke. Like, those avatars are no joke. So I'm not sure. because this is like a really complicated fight. Like, just because it's so complicated, I can see now that I'm thinking about it and trying to analyze it, I can see now why they went 50-50. But I want to have something a little bit more decisive than just 50-50. She could definitely beat Gil. Like, I wouldn't say she wouldn't. Like, just by being able to hit him with a photon ray, she definitely has a chance of doing that. That's clear. So she definitely has a chance of beating Gil. Now, who will win more fights? That's the question. And the answer to those questions is this. So if Gil has something in Gate of Babylon that can reach her, Gil wins a majority of the fights. If he doesn't, then she will have to come down to fight Gil personally, which I think would be a mistake, because if she could just keep sending avatars and overwhelming Gil, I think she should do that instead. So if she comes down, Gil wins, in my opinion. If Gil can reach her, Gil wins. If he can't, then he will probably lose, because he'll be overwhelmed by avatars, plus the freaking laser shooting at him from the moon. Plus, like, we never seen this, but like, how many air blasts can Gil fire? Because that's another question. Because this girl, like, she could just keep summoning, because she doesn't even fire the blast herself. Like, so how many air blasts can Gil fire? Because if you could just keep summoning avatars who can all shoot the photon ray, like, how many blasts would Gil have to fire? Can Gil fire? I'm pretty sure he cannot fire in like an infinite amount, or like, I'm pretty sure air should take a massive amount of mana. She should, like, and yo, so I feel like she can outlast Gil. So I will say, if she comes down, Gil wins. If Gil can reach her, Gil wins. But if Gil can't do any of those things, either or both things, then she wins. So, or another situation will also be if the avatars feel like fodder to Gil. Because if Gil can just one-shot these avatars, like Gate of Babylon, boom, you're dead, then, you know, then that's a different story, because no matter how many avatars she summons, Gil can just take them out, so she will have no choice but to come down. So that's another scenario. Like, how strong are these avatars? Do they all have the agility, endurance, and strength that she has in her Titan form? If they do, then they could pull up a pretty decent fight, because remember, like, their abilities are pretty close to Heracles, Berserk Heracles. Like, their physical abilities, they're pretty close to Heracles, except for strength, I think it's lower, but endurance of A and agility of A, and but then again, he did kill Berserker 12 different times without using Ea at all, and only used Enkidu, I think, for the last. So maybe Gil could definitely, like, finesse these avatars, and she would have no choice to come down. So if she comes down, then Gil wins, because one shot from Ea and she's dead, like everybody else. One shot from Ea, you're done. So I think Gil wins a majority of the fights. Like, thinking about it that way, like, the fact that he could just easily destroy people with high agility and high endurance, you know? So, plus, Gil will take her seriously, man. It's freaking Altera. If he took seriously, like, if he took Ishkandar serious, if he took Arthur serious, well, Arthur is a big deal, but like, if he took Ishkandar serious, then I'm pretty sure he will take Altera serious as well. We also did say that he would take on Ozzy serious. So, like as they said, Altera is like the top dog out of those people that Gil has taken serious. So he'll probably take Altera serious as well. So if she has to come down, Gil wins. So I feel like Gil will win the majority of the fight. I'll say 6 out of 10 times Gil wins, maybe 7, 6, but 6 feels like the right number. But in this case, I feel Gil wins. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, please help me reach 500 subs. We just reached 400, so 100 more to go, and I will really appreciate it. As soon as I hit 500, I'll drop my first reaction to the Strange Fake manga. So please help me reach my goal, and I really appreciate it. And as I always say, have a nice day, and catch you guys in the next one. Pow!